Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to the GCMA Partner Network. I'm delighted today to be joined by Craig Billington, Director of Green Accountancy. I met Craig at one of our regional events in the northwest of England, and I'm delighted to say that now one of our national partners. So Craig, welcome to the GCMA. And if you wouldn't mind just telling our members a little bit more about Green Accountancy.
Absolutely, yeah. Thank you very much, Darren. So we're really excited to be getting on board with yourselves. As you said, we met a few months ago, and we've been working on and off with the GCMA probably now as an accountancy firm for about 6 years. We've been to a couple of events over the years, and so ever since we've gone to the cloud, as it were, from an accountancy software perspective, we've really tried to kick on and help the golf clubs move forward with the offering that they get from an accountancy perspective and an advisory perspective. So I've worked for our parent company, as it were, Kirkwood Wilson Limited. We've been trading for about 35 years, and our directors, Dan and Caroline, they've been in the business for a long time, and we've really born Green out of that business and a desire to really help the golf clubs that we interact with. We've got the three of us have got a keen interest in golf. I've been playing for about 25 years, and I'm not sure how long Dan and Caroline have been playing for, but it's been a long time. Both very good golfers. Caroline plays at Royal Birkdale, Dan plays at Ormskirk Golf Club, and I play at the Hesketh Golf Club. So we've got a keen knowledge and interest in how golf clubs operate. And I really do think that is what kind of sets us apart a little bit from other firms that might be in the industry.
That sounds good. I think I just heard Royal Birkdale there, that one of your founders plays the golf at, so that's always interesting. But as I've mentioned, we met a while ago now at one of the North Region meetings, and it was quite clear that there was some synergy there to help not only one of the regions, but to be able to provide some accountancy advice services and some signposting for the rest of our GCMA members across the country. An area that we're really keen to cover for our membership, because at the moment we haven't serviced that too well in the last 6 months or so. So it's fantastic to have you on board. So what would be the services that some of our members would be able to give you a call and to get some advice on and to engage in some of the products that you have?
I just thought it might be worth us starting by saying that obviously when you and I first started, we were talking about Northwest clubs, but we very quickly were able to say, well, actually this service that we can offer is something that can be offered to clubs as far north as the top end of Scotland and as far down south as the bottom end of Cornwall. And that's really been developed because Dan and myself have really spent our time in developing the cloud software that we have at our disposal. And it means that we can do exactly the same job for the local club as we can for anybody up and down the country. So I think our general offering, we very much see ourselves as part of the golf clubs that we work with. And we want our clubs to feel that we are very much an extra arm that they have at their disposal. So we are really keen to ensure that clients are picking the phone up when they feel like they need to. We encourage regular meetings. One of the things that I think probably you get asked about quite a bit, and certainly one of the things that we get asked about all the time, is partial exemption for VAT. It's an absolute minefield. We've had instances in the past where we've spoken to HMRC about it, in particular with golf clubs, and we're not even sure at times that it's something that they wholly understand. So it is a bone of contention really for clubs, in that they feel that they need somebody that they can go to and say, right, how does this impact my club, and what is the impact on our finances? And we just, as I say, we kind of feel that we should be your outsourced finance department. So, you know, one of the things that a lot of clubs have moved away from over the last few years is having an internal bookkeeper, for example. So it's enabled us to really offer a service whereby the manager still needs to provide us with some information every month or every week, however often it is that we do it. But come the end of each month, we collate the information together and we put some management accounts together. And when we've done that, we provide that information that then allows the manager to go to the finance committee or the council, wherever it's taken, and really delve into the finances so that the club is well informed on its financial position at that point in time. One question that we've been asked regularly over the last few months, really, from inquiries that we've had is, when do we get our management accounts? And our internal policy is that if we do management accounts for the end of June, then you will have them by the end of July at the very latest. So no more than 4 weeks. But what we try and do is we work to the committee meeting or the council meeting that will be taking place for that week, that month. And we're finding it works. We offer a bookkeeping service as well, which tends to work for most clients because we can do, again, all that work within the cloud. We are very much partnered with Xero and Xero Payroll. So we offer a fully outsourced payroll department, which allows you to provide us with the figures at the end of each month or end of each week. And we just process the payroll, process any pension contributions that need to be made, and basically tell you what you need to pay. So the services that we offer cover the whole breadth of accounting, really. And that could be everything on a monthly basis, on a regular recurring basis, or if any of your partners or any of your managers need just one bit of ad hoc advice, then we're obviously more than willing to get involved with that as well.
Fantastic. Sounds like a real end-to-end solution for golf clubs there through Teach Green Accountancy. So I'm sure our members will really benefit from getting in touch with you. So just one thing to touch on is the technology side that you mentioned there. You certainly mentioned Xero. And I know a lot of our members will be using some management software called Intelligent Golf, which I know you're familiar with, and they have an integration to Xero. So I think that cloud-based nature of Xero certainly works well for golf clubs in terms of working with their accountancy firm. And obviously you're very keen on being able to provide those services through a cloud-based service.
Yeah, and we've been really trying to work with Intelligent Golf for the last sort of 12 months to understand how the data is moved from one side of from their software to our software in Xero. We fully understand the way the tee booking system works. We understand how a club might book out an event for a catering event, for example, or a funeral or a party, something like that. We have clubs that have dormy hotel rooms, so we quite often have to deal with the way that the income gets dealt with. So, for example, you might go and book for next year. Obviously, you might pay a deposit now. You might pay the full balance now. We deal with all that within the internal workings of Intelligent Golf as well. And we look at open competitions, bar cards, members' bar cards, that sort of thing. So we've got a real wide knowledge of how Intelligent Golf integrates with not just Xero software, but how it sort of lends itself towards how the manager themselves accounts for all of the income and the expenditure that's going through the club.
Yeah, I think you've hit a really important point there about working with some of our other partners within the GCMA network, of which Intelligent Golf have been a partner of the GCMA for quite some time now. And being able to offer that solution for our members, where partners are seeming to work together to help golf clubs achieve a better service for their members and to improve administration, I think is a really key aspect of what we're trying to do through the partnership network, is to provide a solution for golf clubs. And just touching on some of the things you said there, you clearly understand the nature of how golf clubs are managed and some of the nuances there and some of the challenges. So I think that is one of the things that will certainly set you aside from some of the competition in your particular area when it comes to the golf industry. I think understanding a golf club in the way that you guys obviously do, I think is really key to being able to provide them with what they need.
Yeah, I think the biggest, probably more than anything, with golf clubs, it's understanding the politics of the golf club. A lot of the time, particularly for the managers, because the managers are generally sometimes dealing with ourselves as the accountant and the advisor, and trying to understand what we're trying to achieve for them as the manager. Yeah. But then they're also dealing with the council and the politics of, well, if we've got to look after, we've got to spend the money in the right way. We've got to make sure that the members are getting good value for money. And we really do understand that side of it. And I genuinely believe that as a firm, that Tita Green is well placed to help not only grow the business for each individual golf club, but also make it more financially viable. As we've heard the last 12 months, everybody's been talking about how the cost of living has gone up, and it's trying to find that sustainability behind keeping your membership up whilst finding the right price for the members to be able to pay that fee and make the club a viable business proposition. So we've been really working on that, and I think that is really the bit that struck a chord with a lot of the clubs that we look after, is that they are feeling that yes, this firm really does understand what we're trying to achieve.
Yeah, I think that's really, really important, that credibility of understanding what the golf clubs need and how they can prosper as their own business. I think is something that you've nailed there. So we're really looking forward to working with you, and our members are going to be hearing a lot more from you in the next couple of months. And you're going to be joining us at Hinckley Island for the conference this year. So we're going to look forward to seeing you there. And the theme for the conference is all about teamwork, community. And it's really great to hear your thoughts there on how you see yourself as an extension to the golf club services and part of the team within the golf club as an outsourced finance solution. So I think it's going to be a really great fit for the GCMA and for our members. So we're really looking forward to working with you, Craig.
Yeah, us too. We're really excited to get going. So hopefully we'll be seeing a lot more of you guys over the next few months and years.
Fantastic. So for everybody familiar with our website, if you go to the GCMA website, gcma.org.uk, go to the partnership pages, you will find Tita Green Accountancy with their partner page with a little bit more information about them, about what they can offer and some ways to contact them. So make sure you go and speak to them for all your accountancy needs. And Craig, once again, thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you very soon.
Yeah, thanks, Darren.
Cheers, everyone.